With thousands of authors publishing with us and over 100 issues released annually, ChemComm has become one of the most trusted platforms for the rapid publication of short communications in chemistry. For the past 60 years, ChemComm has remained the Royal Society of Chemistry's most cited journal, offering rigorous peer review with typical decision times of under 23 days. This makes it a go-to destination for researchers across the chemical sciences. Discover what our community from India is saying about their experiences publishing with ChemComm.
This year we're celebrating ChemComm's 60th anniversary. ChemComm is one of the best known and most respected journals in chemistry, and it's the Royal Society of Chemistry's most cited journal. For 60 years, we've been publishing short communication articles, allowing authors to publish exciting results from a study or short, impactful research articles. And it allows readers to catch up on the latest exciting research in a short and easy to read format. We're so grateful to the many researchers who've contributed to ChemComm over its 60 years, to our authors for trusting us with their research, our reviewers for helping us verify and improve the articles we publish, and to our readers for continuing to support the journal. Research and scientists in India has been a key part of ChemComm's success over many years, and we're delighted that publications in ChemComm from India have doubled in the last 3 years, making India the second highest contributor of articles to the journal. It's a reflection of the fantastic research that's happening in India, and I particularly like to thank Professors Verma and Ramakrishnan for their support as associate editors on ChemComm over many years, which has really helped raise the popularity of the journal in India. We're very excited to be bringing ChemComm's 60th anniversary celebrations to India, with special symposia in Chennai, Kharagpur and Kolkata this November. The events will feature some of ChemComm's editorial board members and leading Indian researchers from across the whole of chemistry, so you can see some great research and also learn about publishing in ChemComm and other journals. We hope to see many of you there.
I'd like to congratulate ChemComm for the 60th anniversary and the entire community at Royal Society of Chemistry for this very celebrated occasion that is going to happen in 2024. ChemComm has been a mainstay of publishing in chemical sciences, where we see outstanding publications, short communication coming from all areas of chemistry of emergent interest. And over these 6 decades, chemical communications has made quite a reputation in terms of quality of science that is being published in ChemComm, the number of colleagues that are attracted to publish in ChemComm, and also the new ideas, new concepts, and new research that emerges out of chemical communication papers. So I was very fortunate when I started the journey as an independent investigator. We had good results, and I fondly recollect that when the time had come to put everything together and put it as part of a paper, the first journal that came to my mind was chemical communication. So one can easily imagine, now that we celebrate our first independent author papers in chemical communications, I did that long back in 2000, and it was really a memorable moment for us when the paper got accepted, and that too in ChemComm. And I can fondly recollect the kind of joy my group and I had when we heard about the acceptance of our paper. So that began my journey with chemical communications.
I think ChemComm probably was one of the very early journals to have this communication format. Other journals had letters and so on. So this format is rather interesting, and the contexts have changed a lot in the last several decades, but that was the communication format. So people would like to say something exciting that they observe and allow others to sort of examine this. The results are robust, I must emphasize, and reproducible, but not all the experiments that need to be done to have understood the phenomena fully has been done. So I might just reflect that my first publication as an independent researcher after I returned to India, when I joined IISc in 1990, was in 93, and I had sent it to ChemComm for exactly the same reasons that I mentioned to you. We had some interesting findings, we had done some adequate work to actually make it completely robust, and then sent it to ChemComm. And those days, of course, we have to send it by post, and then it would take much longer. The whole exchange with the editorial office used to take longer, but the process of assessment, I think, was still as fast as it is today.
First of all, congratulations, Chemical Journal, for the 60th year, and it's a very nice journal. And in fact, from beginning of my career, this is one of my favorite journal, particularly for learning. Like if you read this journal, you get to learn a lot of interesting research from there. And I enjoyed reading and then also publishing this journal. And when you are basically you get some interesting result, you can publish very quickly. This is the perfect platform, and I encourage all young researchers to publish in this journal. Just follow this journal.
ChemComm has been a top-tier journal for publishing chemical research. During my PhD, I published 3 articles. That first one started in 2004. Having these 3 articles in ChemComm definitely helped me further research career of mine. And in addition to that, I have been, after starting my independent career as well, I have been publishing in ChemComm regularly. And ChemComm being interdisciplinary journal, it reaches whatever we publish in ChemComm, it reaches out to large community. So, and multidisciplinary committee, that is very, very important. So in that connection, definitely ChemComm played a very, very important role in my research career, and I am proud to be associated with ChemComm as an author, and of course also as a member of the community.
We have been publishing in this highly regarded journal for several years, and this year my lab has already published 2 papers. And my experience publishing in ChemComm has been positive, opening doors to speaking at various symposiums and receiving invitations to contribute to special issues and review articles. Recognition from this prestigious journal has also helped us build valuable academic partnerships. I look forward to continuing to share our research in ChemComm in the near future.
I had the opportunity and the privilege of having worked as an associate editor for chemical communications for nearly a decade. And I had an opportunity to work with a large number of very exciting researchers from across the world who are members of the board as well. And I think what is nice about the way ChemComm handles submissions is that the associate editors have been chosen from areas of different expertise, and they are often in a position to make a quick judgment on the importance of the work that has been submitted. Very open to the idea of accepting that maybe the judgment was wrong and actually giving a second consideration and get it sent to reviewers for their full reviews.
I started as an associate editor in the editorial board of Chemical Communications in 2017, and since then I've been inextricably involved with the growth and development of chemical communications, how it has changed its course in becoming even more impactful publishing platform. And if I were to talk about Indian community in particular, as I move across India, as I talk to investigators, as I talk to various research groups, not only in higher educational institutions, but also in universities, state schools, research laboratories, every single person who I speak to has immense respect and immense trust for chemical communications. This definitely one should consider as a major achievement as we celebrate the 60th anniversary. that over these years, over these decades, we have been able to make the mark in chemical sciences community in India. We are attracting top authors, top researchers to this journal. We are getting the best papers possible. And of course, it has to do a lot with the fairness that we treat all publications or all papers that come for chemical communications.
Particularly at the beginning of my career, that time, like some of the research are very it was much more useful for me. We used to get like some new ideas, and then to establish those ideas, to communicate some of the results. It is really very good platform. And I still I think now a lot of journals are there, but still ChemComm is one of the very finest journal for this kind of short communication.
My own contribution to the journal and contribution of journal to my own research goes back to 2004 when I was doing my PhD research, and my first publication was in 2004 in ChemComm, and subsequently I published 3 articles in ChemComm, all communications, and in fact that made a huge contribution, and also brought in recognition to me in terms of helping carve out my further research in the field in chemical sciences, and particularly the rapid publication. When we find something interesting, so we would always think about ChemComm because of its fast publication time, as well as reach. Its reach is because of its multidisciplinary nature, so its reach is very vast, and that helps dissemination of our research output.
Yeah, particularly reviewing process of ChemComm journal, I like it very much. As a author also, I get like quality review comments, and also reviewers also, like I like to read this journal, particularly this short journal, and then get always very nice ideas. So it is interesting to read also. And as a board member also, and particularly see most of the time we get always 2 reviewers, and if both agrees, then it's fine. Otherwise, as a board member, I sometimes review, and then I really like see this is review process is very nice. So as a both author and as a reviewer and as board member also, this review process, I really think this ChemComm journals is a very nice reviewing process. 2014 I published first one. This is our second best citation got basically. Another paper, our ChemComm paper, it is almost 1500 citation, and journal basically other than review, and this one got almost 500.
When one publishes, I think an interesting point that I'd like to have young people who are joining or eager to pursue a career in research, especially in academics, to ask themselves is actually when and what to publish. The advice to the young authors of today, many people have different standards of when to publish, but where to publish has become a very difficult question for people because there are so many specialized journals and so on. So chemical communications actually stands uniquely in that it is a broad readership journal that is read by a very large community of chemists, and people who want to know what is exciting that is happening in a quick read. It's a short format, so you can quickly read to understand what the exciting idea is. So that way it was unique. And I think, having said that, today there are so many more choices for youngsters, so they have to choose. And I think ChemComm still retains, especially among Indian researchers, retains quite highly in the pegging order.
The formidable reputation of ChemComm in terms of its quality and impact, all these things put together has really made a difference for chemical communications. And with this, I wish all of us a great celebration for 60th anniversary of ChemComm, and I hope that that we will continue to serve the community better. We continue to gain the trust of community better, and of course, we will deliver in terms of great science, in terms of rapid publication times, and in terms of publishing quality science that can cover almost all emerging and unmet scientific needs on the global scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the professors for their kind reflections on ChemComm, and thank you again to all our authors, readers and reviewers. And I hope to see many of you at our anniversary celebrations in India later this November.